Hello, welcome to Kitchen Basics 101, where I teach you the bare bone basics as if you've never cooked a day in your life from the perspective of a mom. It's morning and I'm hungry and I've been trying to work more protein into my diet. And so I picked these up from Costco and I've never tried them before. You can see right here, they're fully cooked chicken sausages and they're Parmesan and cracked black pepper. And you could definitely I say definitely, but let me just check. It says heating instructions. You can grill them in a pan. You can fry them, obviously, in some water or steam them, or you can microwave them. For me, I love to cut sausages into little pieces so that you get like crispy bits. So this is a great way to incorporate protein, to cook up something, and it's not that complicated. I mean, it's fully cooked already. So let's try them out and see if we like them. I undid the package and there are 3 individually sealed packs with 6 sausages in each pack. This is a ton of protein that you're getting. I don't know if you noticed how much I was avoiding putting the plastic package down on my cutting board, and that's because this plastic package has been at the grocery store. It's been on the belt. It's been handled by people. It's been thrown in the dirty shopping cart. It's been brought into your house and put in your fridge. The packaging on the outside is not clean. So I don't put it on a surface where I'm going to be putting food, okay? After I unload these and I throw this package in the trash, I'm going to go wash my hands because I've handled both the sausages, got my hands dirty, but also the dirty packaging. These are fully cooked, so I'm using my flat side of my cutting board, not my raw meat side of my cutting board, because there's no raw meat here. Now you can cut them like this into little discs if you want to. You can cut them like on the bias, which is like where you do like a slant, right? Like this if you want to, which gives you a little more surface area. Some observations, I've never eaten this sausage before or worked with it before. It's very soft, which I'm excited about because I think that might mean that it's tender. I'm putting it into my cold frying pan here next to me because you don't have to start this in a hot pan, right? We're not trying to get like a sear. We're basically gonna try to warm them through and get a little bit of crispiness on the outside. It's fully cooked. You don't have to worry. You can make it as warm as you want, as crispy as you want. And I just love this as an option for breakfast. 14 grams per sausage. This is 3 sausages. So if I ate all 3, which I don't think I can, this looks like quite a bit of meat to me personally. What is that? That's like 42, I think, grams of protein. So that's amazing, but I'm also gonna make some eggs. I wasn't thinking at all about the fact that these chicken sausages have like very little fat in them. And look at how bad they stuck to my stainless steel. So I would recommend probably using a non-stick pan because that's stuck pretty bad. I'm gonna have to deglaze that with a little like chicken broth or chicken stock or something to get, or water to get all of that off the bottom of my pan. But it's fine, they'll do fine. So just be mindful, they don't have fat in them, so they're gonna stick, and they did. So I unstuck them and we're just browning them up. I took the sausages off, but I just wanna show you the pan. While the pan is still hot and on the heat, I'm gonna add water to the pan. This is how you would make a pan sauce. Now, I'm not gonna make a pan sauce out of these drippings because they're probably not very tasty. It's still on the heat, okay? I added the water because I'm gonna deglaze the pan with the water so that when it's time to clean this pan, I don't have all this stuck on stuff on the pan. So I'm just gonna use my wooden spatula to go around with the hot water on the hot pan and scrape and deglaze all these little bits, all right? This is just to save the person who has to wash this pan from having to really scour to get all this off. Now, if this was a beautiful chicken breast I had seared or some meat, this would make a beautiful pan sauce, and I would keep this and use it as a gravy over top, right? So I might use chicken stock or I might use wine. But in this case, I'm really just cleaning the pan, okay? But this will save you if you're using like a pan like this, like a cast iron or a stainless steel where maybe there's no non-stick property to it. And you're like, how am I gonna clean this pan? Well, just give it a little deglaze with some water while it's still hot. And then I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna scrape this for another minute and then I'm gonna pour it off. I'm just gonna show you what's left in the pan. It won't be perfectly clean, but it's gonna be a big difference from what you saw. Cool water running here just so that I don't put really hot anything into my sink. And look at that. Is it perfectly clean? No, but that's gonna be a lot easier to clean than the pan that I had originally finished with, right? So do yourself a favor and just give it a little deglaze before you put in the sink if you accidentally get a lot of stuck on stuff on your pan. Tasting part of our adventure. Here's 3 of the sausages cooked up. Okay. They're really tasty. They're really tender. They're very cheesy. I would say they're a touch on the salty side, but that might be a personal preference thing. They're very peppery, which I like. There's no sweetness to this at all. So for breakfast, maybe like a little maple syrup. Let's try that. Hold on. A little dab of maple syrup here on the edge of my plate. Nothing too crazy, because I don't want to get on everything in case I don't like it, right? Give it a little dab of maple syrup. Oh, yeah, baby. That really cuts through the saltiness. Now it tastes like breakfast. I love it. I would definitely buy again. And honestly, looking at it, I was like, there's no way I'm able to eat all 3 of these. But like, maybe. And that would be a ton of protein. What did I say it was like 42 grams of protein. And I made eggs, another 12 grams. So I recommend. I think they're really delicious and they're inexpensive. You get a ton of sausages. You could do 1 pack and probably feed a family of 4 with a little side dish. Maybe make some roasted broccoli. Maybe make like, you could serve it like over rice with some veggies and make it sort of like a rice bowl type vibe. You could drizzle it with a little like shoyu soy sauce. That could be delicious. I think they're versatile and they're great. For me personally, I think it's a cool breakfast choice. A little maple syrup on the side. Love you guys.